Maybe my last video on parks. We'll see. This mom says, unpopular opinion, I actually hate parks because they're boring for me and because my kids just want me to chase them around and play with them anyway. I know so many parents for whom this is the case. Do you want to know why this is not the case for me? It is because I essentially ignore my kids at the park. Hear me out before you cancel me. I don't actually ignore them insofar as I don't know what they're doing and I don't know that they're safe. In fact, I pick parks where I can be less vigilant. But if my kid wants me to play with them at the park, not gonna happen. And here's the hot take on that one. That's not me being a bad parent, that's me being a good parent. What we know from play researchers like Peter Gray and others is that play is inhibited by the presence of grown-ups. We also know from people like Peter Gray, but also people like Jonathan Haidt and like Harvard, is that freedom and autonomy in play is essential for child development. Now, what do I mean by that? This is a massive oversimplification, but essentially, research seems to indicate, we suspect, that a lack of freedom and autonomy, the ability to just get hurt, having a helicopter parent, in other words, leads to children growing up with more likelihood for anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. How do you encourage kids to play independently at the park? When they ask you to play with them, you say no. You park your keister on a park bench and you watch. And unless you absolutely have to, you don't intervene. And if it's boring for you, bring a book. Listen to a podcast, because that's what's good for kids.